Rafael Nadal withdrew from the Australian Open, prompting theories he would focus all energy on the French Open, but he will make a hardcourt return at the ATP 250 in Doha. Rafael Nadal is set to make his latest comeback attempt at the ATP 250 Doha event, which begins on February 19. Nadal, who won the Qatar Open in Doha in 2013, will make his latest comeback attempt after being forced out of the Australian Open. Nadal has made no secret of the fact he is in the latter stages of his career after experiencing long-running injury problems. He made an impressive return from his major hip injury by winning 2 matches in Brisbane before picking up an injury and being forced out of the first major of the year. However, the 22-time Grand Slam winner has now indicated he will make a comeback next month after being named on the entry list for the ATP 250 tournament in less than a month. His presence also appears to indicate he is planning to take on hardcourt tournaments with Indian Wells and the Miami Masters on the horizon in March. It has long been theorized that Nadal's focus is on a push to win a 15th French Open in the summer on the Roland Garros clay. U.S. tennis legend Andy Roddick recently suggested he may skip hardcourt tournaments to focus on the clay court season, although it is now clear that won't be the case. Roddick said, "Rafa looked great before he tweaked that muscle in his hip. He seemed to be in full flight and the tennis was there, so the question is about his ability to get through 7 best-of-5 matches over 14 days. He was pretty clear about it not being the same injury that kept him out before, so hopefully this is a minor setback. I think the Australian Open was always more of a hurdle in the way of getting to the French Open, which is probably the one that he hopes and thinks he can still do some damage at. I'll be curious to see if he adds any hardcourt events along the way, or just circles that beginning of April and Monte Carlo as the lift-off point." Nadal addressed his injury situation when he withdrew from the Australian Open earlier this month. "I had a small problem on a muscle that, as you know, made me worried," he said in a statement. "Once I got to Melbourne I have had the chance to make an MRI and I have micro tear on a muscle, not in the same part where I had the injury, and that's good news.